In the world of storytelling, there's a famous tale I'd like to share with you. It's a narrative that carries a profound message, and I want you to really immerse yourself in it. Imagine a majestic lion, a creature feared by all, its reputation unmatched. Yet, one day, something extraordinary happened. This lion, the symbol of power and dominance, fell in love with the farmer's daughter. But here's the twist: the farmer despised the lion. This marked the beginning of a captivating and thought-provoking story. Upon discovering the lion's affection, the cunning farmer devised a plan. He summoned the lion and, in a calculated move, proposed a condition for the lion to marry his daughter. The farmer's condition was both peculiar and dangerous. He insisted that the lion must remove its sharp claws for the safety of his daughter. The lion, in its quest for love and blinded by its desire, believed this was a small price to pay for a great reward. So, the lion embarked on a journey to a rugged rock and shattered its own claws. With its claws now gone, the lion returned to ask for the farmer's daughter's hand in marriage. However, the farmer was far from satisfied. He upped the ante, demanding that the lion must also part with its teeth and claws. It might sound absurd, but the lion, driven by love, complied. It shattered its own teeth too, in a desperate attempt to win the farmer's approval. Yet, as fate would have it, when the lion returned to the farmer the next day, it was met with treachery. The farmer, far from being a man of honor, attacked the lion and, tragically, took its life. But this isn't just a story. It's a lesson in morality and life's harsh truths. Let me now share the moral of this tale. The farmer represents the elites, and the lion, well, it represents you. Number 1. Failure to take responsibility. The story of the lion and the farmer's daughter teaches us that the lion's greatest downfall was its failure to grasp the concept of responsibility. You see, we can point fingers at the farmer, blame external circumstances, and make excuses, but ultimately, it was the lion's choice to willingly obey the farmer's unreasonable demands. It forgot a fundamental principle that all men should follow, whether in their professional, financial, or romantic lives. Responsibility. A man's duty is to live up to his potential and responsibilities, just as the lion's sharp fangs and claws were essential to its identity. Yet, in the pursuit of love, the lion chose to abandon its innate responsibilities, setting the stage for its tragic demise. Every man instinctively desires to feel dominant, strong, and powerful, because that's the essence of masculinity. We yearn for a profound sense of purpose, yet many of us unknowingly engage in behaviors that stifle our growth and hinder our journey toward becoming the strong men we're meant to be. But this isn't the lion's story alone. It's a reflection of our lives. We all harbor desires to feel strong. However, too often, we become trapped in a cycle of excuses and complacency that prevent us from realizing our potential. It's time to break free from this pattern and embrace our responsibilities with pride. Say it with me. I will honor my responsibilities with pride, for they are what make me a man. The day we choose to shirk our responsibilities is the day we abandon the essence of masculinity. The price of greatness, as the saying goes, is indeed responsibility. Consider this a wake-up call. Number 2, mocking others. This aspect of the story holds a subtle but vital lesson. It's not often discussed, but as high-value individuals, we must refrain from looking down upon others. Think of it this way. Have you ever heard of the crab bucket analogy? In it, A crab is about to escape from a bucket, but other crabs pull it back down. This illustrates how, sometimes, individuals can hinder others' progress out of jealousy or pettiness. Now, the takeaway here is simple. If you ever find yourself mocking others, it's crucial to remember that you're undermining your own character. You're essentially placing yourself beneath those you mock. This doesn't mean you shouldn't correct someone when they make mistakes. It means refraining from making fun of them. For as men, our role is to guide and support our peers, not to diminish them. In today's society, this lesson is more relevant than ever. The prevalence of social media has given rise to a culture that fosters disrespect and mockery, often shielded by the anonymity of the internet. However, strong and confident men don't resort to diminishing others. They stand ready to support and uplift their peers, fostering a more positive and empowering environment. Number 3. Running from failure. A prevalent challenge for many men in today's world is the instinct to choose comfort over growth. It's an inclination to avoid the pain and discomfort associated with failure. But let me remind you, growth often hides behind failure's facade. Imagine a man digging for diamonds. He doesn't know how deep beneath the surface the precious gem lies, yet he persists. Initially, with every scoop, all he unearths is dirt. But he persists. He keeps digging, hour after hour, day after day. It's only after this relentless effort that he finally uncovers what he sought, the diamond. The same principle applies to your life. Suppose you aspire to start a business. At the outset, you'll likely face what some might call failures. These initial setbacks are all part of the learning process as you adapt to the intricacies of the business world and strive to win over your customers. Only when you remain committed and don't flee from these temporary setbacks will you experience genuine growth. This rule extends to your interactions with women. Initially, approaching them might feel awkward, and you might perceive yourself as a stranger who's unsure of how to engage. But bear in mind, the path to success often winds through these initial, seemingly unsuccessful interactions. Consider these early attempts as an investment in your personal growth. Every valuable goal in life demands perseverance through temporary failures. We are, unfortunately, conditioned from a young age to feel ashamed of our errors and shortcomings, to deflect blame onto others. Many of us have uttered phrases like "it's not my fault" or "someone else is to blame." These are the thoughts of those who haven't yet grasped the essence of strength and responsibility. I'd like you to internalize this quote. A weak man blames his failures on the strength of others. By accepting responsibility for our lives, we solidify our path to greatness. Number 4. Wasting your young days. Now, let's dive deeper into a concept often neglected in the pursuit of greatness, the value of your youth. Our 20s and, to some extent, our 30s are what some call the golden days. These are the times when you should be planting the seeds that will grow into your future. It's like a farmer planting seeds in fertile soil, not expecting immediate fruit, but trusting in the harvest down the line. Imagine, for a moment, a farmer sowing seeds. He understands that the seeds he plants now won't bear fruit overnight, and this patience is a part of his success. So, in your 20s, much like that farmer, you should be planting seeds of spiritual, emotional, and physical growth. Don't expect instant results. It's about persistent effort, continuing to sow even when the fruits seem distant. In these youthful years, it's crucial not to give in to the urge to be swayed by the transient allure of temporary distractions. It's easy to feel the pull of fleeting pleasures, like the culture of having multiple relationships. However, resist this impulse, for you may not realize the wisdom of this choice now. But as you mature, you'll look back and appreciate the path you've chosen. These are the moments to invest in yourself. Think of it as challenging yourself, not as an unending work sprint, but as a continuous purpose-driven effort. You might find yourself questioning if this investment is worth it, when others around you seem to be enjoying a different lifestyle. Yet, refrain from being lured into distractions. It's a strategic choice, one that may not be apparent now, but will certainly yield dividends in your future. You might question the trade-off, feeling like you're missing out on the allure of dating and social events. But remember, this investment in yourself will pay off over time. Often, the culture of pursuing short-lived pleasures can lead to a life with no lasting meaning. As you mature, you'll thank yourself for not getting entangled in transient experiences, but for investing in your growth and development. Solomon's wisdom speaks to these moments. Rejoice, young man, while you are young, and let your heart be glad in the days of your youth. Follow the ways of your heart, and whatever your eyes see. These words emphasize the vitality of these years, the importance of exploration and growth. Trust the process, and sow the seeds of your future, for the harvest will come. Number 5. Having strong body language. The significance of body language cannot be understated. It includes nuances such as your handshake, your eye contact, your posture, and how you convey yourself when you interact with others. Your body language, in many ways, serves as your first impression. Intentionality with your body language is vital. It's not merely about the physical, but the energetic. Maintaining a posture that exudes masculinity and strength is a way to assert your presence in the world. Remember, your body language is your initial defense against anyone trying to take advantage of you. Your physicality and how you project yourself are the first markers that communicate your strength or weakness. It's an aspect that can't be underestimated in the world of men. It's not about arrogance or bravado. It's about projecting confidence and assertiveness. So, stand tall, maintain eye contact, offer a firm handshake. These cues are your first line of defense in a world that constantly assesses your strength. Number 6. Submitting to futile laws too easily. This topic delves into the concept of conformity and how it can hinder your personal growth. It's vital to distinguish between blind obedience and thoughtful consideration. In the story of the lion and the farmer's daughter, the lion too readily accepted the farmer's unreasonable conditions without questioning or analyzing them. This scenario is mirrored in our modern world, where conformity to societal norms and expectations can often lead to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The herd mentality has a way of stifling individuality and progress. A high-value man, however, doesn't mindlessly follow the crowd. Instead, he carefully evaluates, judges, and questions the world around him. The current landscape is inundated with an array of opinions and dictates. It's easy to surrender to the majority's viewpoint, even when it's fundamentally flawed. Yet, the high-value man is unafraid to scrutinize and scrutinize again. In this day and age, where societal pressures to conform to various agendas and regulations are rampant, it's essential to maintain a discerning mindset. Remember, it's perfectly acceptable to adhere to principles and guidelines, but ensure they align with your mission, purpose, and values. Nothing should take precedence over the laws of the Almighty, a universal force that transcends temporal authority. Don't allow yourself to become a puppet or a lab rat. Instead, be a man who chooses thoughtfulness over blind obedience. Number 7. Being lazy and unproductive with your time. Now, let's talk about the precious resource we often take for granted: time. Your daily routine, how you allocate your hours, and the activities you engage in all play a vital role in shaping your future. Consider your daily schedule, the time you retire to bed, the moment you rise, and how you structure your day. Everything you do has a profound impact on your journey. Your interactions, the people you surround yourself with, and the content you consume all leave imprints on your mind and character. These choices are not secondary, they're pivotal. The challenge many face is the illusion of limitless time, leading to a lack of structure. Yet, each day carries its share of potential and possibilities. Think of it this way: successful individuals, just like the architects of the Matrix, meticulously planned every aspect of the world they built. Similarly, you must be the architect of your day. Each element of your day should be considered, with the understanding that these actions and choices are integral to your personal development. Laziness, however, poses a significant threat. It's all too easy to procrastinate and allow inaction to become a part of your daily life. As a man, it's crucial to be vigilant against laziness and to combat it swiftly. Weakness often creeps in silently, gradually eroding your strength and ambition. A high-value man recognizes this danger and responds proactively. The world we live in is constantly attempting to shape our thoughts and actions. Laziness is one of the greatest adversaries of modern men, as it seeps insidiously into our lives, often unnoticed. Weak men surrender to its grasp, but strong men promptly identify and correct this tendency. Always stay vigilant against the snares of laziness. Weakness is actively encouraged in today's society, and the pursuit of strength is increasingly rare. Yet, be aware that strength remains your most potent virtue. Strengthen yourself in every way possible, and remember that your greatest source of strength lies in your connection with a higher power. Number 8. Lack of empathy and compassion. Now, let's explore the depth of strength beyond the physical. While physical strength is admirable, true masculinity transcends the superficial. It's about understanding and connecting with others on an emotional level. To be a truly strong man, you must possess not only the ability to empathize, but also the willingness to offer compassion when needed. This is where your inner strength truly shines. A high-value man is one who listens, supports, and shows compassion without judgment. In our interconnected world, the lack of empathy and compassion is often perceived as a sign of fragility. It conveys an inability to put oneself in the shoes of others, to comprehend their struggles and needs. True masculinity doesn't involve insensitivity or indifference. It centers on the capacity to provide support, understanding, and compassion when called for. Don't perceive the expression of emotions as a sign of weakness. Rather, it's a means to forge deeper connections with others and construct meaningful relationships. Don't shy away from exhibiting vulnerability, as it showcases your capacity to understand others' struggles. Strong men don't view emotional openness as a sign of fragility, but as an opportunity to build stronger bonds. Remember, empathy and compassion are not merely virtues. They are the hallmarks of true inner strength and character. Don't fear exposing your vulnerability or demonstrating understanding, as these qualities make you a more complete and capable man. It's a mark of genuine strength to offer a shoulder to lean on when needed. And that concludes our journey through the lessons woven within the story of the lion and the farmer's daughter. Each of these points reveals an essential aspect of strength and masculinity. Remember, true power isn't just about physical dominance. It's about embracing responsibility, standing up for your principles, and understanding the importance of growth. As you go forth in life, bear these lessons in mind, take them to heart, and apply them in your daily endeavors. We don't just tell stories to entertain, we tell them to learn and grow. So, let the wisdom from this story guide you on your path to becoming a strong, compassionate, and high-value man. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to show your support by clicking the subscribe button and giving it a thumbs up. This way, the algorithm will recognize the value of this content and recommend it to more individuals who can benefit from its teachings.